Off the ball in the shed end of Turner's Cross with Cork City legend and league winner for a second time with the club, Alan Bennett. First of all, Alan, how does it feel to hear that?
Feels brilliant. It's a bit surreal at the moment. I haven't really let it sink in, but like you were here at 05, seems like a generation ago. Do you know what I mean? You were a young reporter starting out then.
Clean shaven. 2020 vision.
Yeah. Huge aspirations of changing the world.
What happened?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we got old. That's what happens. 12 years. It's just flown by, and to do it again, you know, it's amazing. Like 2 league medals for this club. I don't know if many Cork City players done it, you know, and it's something that I'm really proud of.
You were watching from afar when the club went under. What were you thinking then? Did you think there may not be a Cork City in the future, let alone a league-winning Cork City?
Yeah, I was gutted. Like, you're gutted looking at it, powerless, helpless, frustrated. Reading, obviously, you guys in the media covering it, so you're trying to find out, you know, the details, and went right to the wire. And I just hope the lessons have been learned. You know, I really do. As a fan of this club, I want a Cork City that's moving, and that's moving forward, and that's what John is doing, and that's one of his strengths. You know, he's really setting standards, foundations that this club can be built on, and I just hope lessons have been learned. You know, I really do.
Talk to me about John Caulfield, because you know, second 3 years running to a great Dundalk team, cup champions last year. That kind of gave everyone a shot of confidence this year. A lightning start and maybe a not so great finish, but leagues are about winning a league. You know, it's about getting the points that you need, and that's what you have done. It doesn't matter how it's done, it just matters so long as it gets done. Talk to me about John Caulfield and how he has built this club, and working on the basis of what Tommy Dunn did before him, to be fair. Yeah,
absolutely. John signed me, he brought me in. He's absolutely relentless. Like that's one of his major strengths. Every single day there's an intensity about him. Every single day. I'm a 36-year-old centre half, and some days you come in and you're tired. You know what I mean? You're a bit on the bus up to Finn Harps. You come in on the Monday morning and you're wrecked, and you don't even want to look at football. And then you're 15 minutes in a meeting with John, and it just turns around. You know, you want to get out and train. Like that's just his strength. He's just an intensity and a drive. He's setting standards for this club, which will hopefully, with Pat Lyons in the background, which will hopefully stay strong for the future. Like, as you said, over the season, the best team wins the league, like, hands down, every year. You don't fluke the league title, no one does. And like, we got to the end and we kind of just hit our bad spell, which happens every team as well, towards the end of the season. And like, people have been saying to me, you know what I mean, like, about that, and I'm just saying, look, it's like not enjoying your wedding day because it's raining. You're just focusing on all the wrong thing. Like, you need to look at this whole thing. Like, we were chasing our records from the early 1900s. Like, it was insane what the boys were doing, and now that just raised the levels, raised the expectancy, and that's where this club is going, and that's where this club needs to keep going.
What were you thinking yesterday when the roof was blown off the stand over there? I'm not sure if people can see it, the Derry Nan stand, there's no roof, there was. What were you thinking yesterday? Were you thinking even God and nature is against us?
First of all, I wanted the electricity
and Dublin,
to come back on.
The Dubs, Dundalk as well. That lot.
Yeah.
Anyone who isn't Cork.
Ophelia, the whole lot. Yeah. No, I sure, like, it was madness. Like, it was madness. The last couple of days was just crazy. Game on, game off. Pats was the next game. Pats wasn't the next game. We're training. We're not training. To be honest, I just sat in the house and the phone went off. Like, the coverage was down, so I was more than happy just to sit in my house in silence. Like, more than happy. Like, me and the wife just sat there pretty much the whole day. Not went outside. It was, in one way, the nicest way to switch off. Like, because maybe if the game had been going ahead, you would have been getting messages left, right, and centre, and that could have distracted. But look, I'm just a real proud Cork City fan, and a real proud Cork man tonight. Like, you know, when you think about your playing career, when you start out as a right winger or a centre midfielder and you're just running around, you want to get in the team, you're young, you want to play. In the middle of your career, you want to become the best player you possibly can. You strive and strive and strive, and towards the end of your career you start thinking about how will I be remembered as a player, like, and what kind of a legacy will I leave. And I think it was important to win it here tonight because it inspired a young group of fans. Gary Buckley was here in 05 in the crowd when we won. I was there in 98 when they won the cup. It does inspire people, and it does inspire Cork City fans, players, volunteers, future ones. And I think that was important. I know I said all along I would have taken the league title anywhere, but I think it was important to do it here. I met a few of the under 15 lads who I'm training out the front there, and those guys are the future of this club, and hopefully we've inspired some people.
You're selfish in Cork, you want the double, you want the cup back as well, because that would be history as well, wouldn't it? Because no Cork team in the League of Ireland in the past, given like there's been many Cork teams, Hibs, Athletic, Celtic, City, United, Albert, there's 2 United I think. Anyway, right. No Cork team, no Cork entity has ever done the double. Yeah, it's something that this team's capable of. It's a one-off game. Games have been tight between us all kind of season, so the last 2 cup finals have been tight, it's been 1 goal. Kind of seeing the same kind of pattern, but we're league champions, we're the best team in the country. We have to be confident, and we will be, you know. The weight of history, that's something we can't do anything about. In 05, there was mistakes made, of course there was. That was lessons learned. Definitely, I'll be passing that message on to the group. What were those lessons? What can they learn from 05?
Yeah, well look, I suppose...
Just to jog people's memories, you won the league and then went and lost to Drogheda in the cup.
I think the worst thing about the Drogheda one, and myself included, because I didn't play great, was the performance wasn't great from the level of performance that we've been putting in all season. And that was the most disappointing thing. And that would be the thing that I'll pass on to the lads, like that, just perform, put in the performance, and performance, everything around that, the preparation, how you get ready for it, everything leads into a performance. So that's kind of the lessons learned from my end, and that's what I'll be passing on.
Alan Bennett, league winner for the 2nd time with Cork City. Thank you very much for joining us. Better get you back to the old folks home. Thanks very much.
Appreciate it. Thank you.